Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to a new TEW2020 video. Join us for the third installment of AEW The Romance is Dead, our Valentine's I was going to say themed event, but it's not really. The date is supposed Valentine's effectively. But just to give us an extra event in February before we head to our all-women's show at the end of the month. We're going to have our draft show at the start of March where we shape everything up, we change it all about, give us some fresh feuds going forward. And then we get cracking on with Revolution at the end of March. So a lot of good stuff coming up. I'm quite happy with the ideas that went into this show. It leads a lot into those upcoming two shows, so I'm hoping it delivers with a fairly solid rating. But most importantly, let's hope everybody enjoys it. So, without further ado, we are off to Canada. We are off to Saskatchewan, if that's how it's pronounced, as this is AEW The Romance is Dead 2028. So we've got 46,888, obviously an area we're not most popular in, but I thought we'll freshen up a little bit, we'll try it a bit different, and we're at the Mosaic Stadium in Taylorfield. And we went straight with a banger. We went for a number one contendership match for the AEW World Championship, which is saw basically Will Ospreay want that opportunity, and Jay White being kind of on a run of form, and he's just like, no, I'm the main man. The two of them say it's been a while since we've battled. Not since New Japan, so I think it's time we go one-on-one here. The winner can face the winner of Takeshita and Santana. These two guys had an exceptional matchup, which saw Ospreay and Jay White draw in 30 minutes and 23 seconds. It says the double DQ. I probably should have edited it. I really wanted a time limit draw, but we still got the draw that we wanted there. A 91 between these two. Ospreay with a 94, Jay White with a 93, so still no outright winner between these two, still no future number one contender. And yeah, good to know these can put on a respectable banger. We don't just leave it there though, we get our cheap pop 100 segment, but it is with a bit of reasoning behind it. So two guys are in the ring, they want their win, they want to be number one contender. Dwayne comes out, obviously we're continuing to rebuild Dwayne after his scandal. But here obviously he's portraying as a villain, and he just basically says, we're not giving the fans what they want, they've got plenty of other great matches they'll enjoy tonight. But remember, as I say, we've got a lot of big upcoming shows, and as I say, the draft could change absolutely everything. AEW has been very known to be a one-on-one company matchups when it's been for the World Championship, but we've got plenty of people, I believe, in this company that can contend. So we'll have a variety of matches, we'll see who gains momentum, and then the winner of tonight's match between Takeshita and Santana, they will have their hands full at Revolution, possibly even the draft show. But these are just a couple of people that will be in contention. You could have Jay White, you could have Will Ospreay. Walter comes out and says, well, you know, he's a former two-time champion, he's ready to show what he can do. Swerve comes out with Prince Nana, basically just saying, you saw what great run I've been on Rampage. Who's to say he can't be involved? And it finishes off with the Rainmaker Okada standing at the top of the ramp. Just basically, everybody's including him. Could he be that future contender? So, truthfully, at this moment in time, I don't actually know who is going to be the one, but I do have a temptation to make like a six-man match at Revolution. I need to watch out though, because of course we'll have the face of the Revolution ladder match there as well. But 100 rated segment, and yeah, it means I get another chance to run back Jay White versus Ospreay and throw in a few others as well. We then had the International Championship on the line, and of course it is exclusively defended on Dynamite, so one of their stars was Ricochet, and it was him who would come up and challenge the Bastard Pac. These two had some great wrestling and some good heat, and it saw Pac defeat Ricochet in 13:47 with the Brutalizer. A nice submission victory for the champ as he makes his second defence of the AEW International Championship. In 83, not too bad, not terrible, but of course we have to remember this is Pac and Ricochet with another 5 years worth of matches under their belt, so a good bit of mileage on the body. We then moved over to a match for the Women's World Tag Team Championships, and it was about to have some good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, as the recently reunited Viper and Nikki Storm, of course both from Scotland, challenged the champions Bayley Rose and Becky Quinn, and it was a win for the babyfaces in 9/11 when Bayley Rose pinned Nikki Storm with the belly to belly suplex. Her first defence of the belt. You can see here a huge discrepancy in the in-ring performance. As I say, Becky and Bayley have been on a great run together, and 81 is pretty solid, but it was a nice rebounded victory here for Becky, who recently had a match up with Julia which the latter won thanks to the distraction of Nikki and Viper. As far as those two, the plans whenever the Tag Team Championships, they are going to be part of a stable going forward, involving Kaylee Ray, but as I say, that's something that will more materialise on television rather than pay-per-view. But it's not all over for the champs as they are blindsided. It is Priscilla, Kelly and JC. They get the run in and they beat them down to the mat, signalling they want the tag titles. So 83, simple angle here, basically setting up Becky Quinn, Bayley Rose, Priscilla, Kelly and JC for the tag titles at the Stars Who Shine, which of course are all women's pay-per-view. In a little backstage segment, it was with Bullet Club Elite, and it was with Switchblade Jay White, it was with Juice Robinson, and of course Cody Rhodes and Prince Devitt. They say it wasn't great for the Bang Bang Gang to start with there. Jay White didn't pick up the win, but he says look at the momentum and the victories he's been getting, Juice Robinson's been getting, and the same with Cody and Prince Devitt. The numbers are in his favour. He has got, as I say, support there, and he says just sit back and watch what Bullet Club Elite are going to do in the Trios Championship match, as the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega will be defending them next. 85, nice wee promo there to give some spotlight to the full of Bullet Club Elite. And that aforementioned matchup was a Trios Championship match. It was with superb wrestling and good heat, as the Bucks and Kenny defeat Vikingo and Top Flight in 13:40 when Kenny pinned Dante with the One-Winged Angel, giving them their second defence of the Trios Championship. So solid stuff there. The only real poor performance was from Darius, but still 87 isn't the worst, and it gives us an 89 rated matchup. Pretty solid. Moving forward, we had the AEW Mixed Tag Team Championships on the line. It was a decent matchup here that saw the former champs, Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford, challenge Jonathan Gresham and his wife Jordan Grace, and it was the champs who retained here in 11:23 in the Battle of the Married Couples, as Gresham submitted Kip Sabian with the Octopus Stretch. It was their second defence of the championships, and 80 overall. Gresham at 92 to the weakest point here of Penelope Ford. There is a programme in the works for Gresham and Grace. That will more materialise after the draft show when we put them all in the same roster. But there is basically two wrestlers who have been recently married in game, and I feel that that will be a good chance to relaunch their careers because they haven't been pushed entirely too much in the save. But still, 80 is very respectable here. We then had that Queen of AEW Championship match, and Julia is just, or Julia, that's why I said Julia there, but she is continuing to get better and better. Her overness far surpasses her in-ring, which is crazy, but it just shows anyone that has that Queen of AEW Championship just seems to get overness because of the amount of times they defend it to raise its prestige, and in turn it does the worker a whole lot of form. So really she probably won't have that much longer because she's destined to go to the main roster. But anyway, about that had some good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. She defeats Ruby Soho in this instance in 12:53 with a crossbody, giving her her 7th defence of the belt. 81 rating for Julia as the run continues. We then have a little backstage segment and we see Roman Inoue beat down Sammy Guevara, leaving him down and out. He's in action next, by the way, Sammy, so he's going to be in all sorts of problems. But the reason behind this beatdown is obviously Roman alongside Tyler Black and John Moxley have been trying to take over AEW. Sammy Guevara was one of those people that were trying to basically stop that from happening, resulting in a babyface turn. And Roman, as I say, has remembered his actions from Collision and he wants to just screw over Sammy Guevara. Sammy's also been a program, as you've noted in the last couple of shows, with CM Punk and Powerhouse Hobbs. Hobbs is back from injury. The Collision Championship is on the line. Kind of injured, beaten and fallen down. Sammy Guevara pick up the win here. Nope. And about that had some great heat and good wrestling as Hobbs defeated Sammy in 11:55 with the Frog Splash, giving Hobbs the second defence of the Collision Championship. So only a 71. I don't think their styles were meshed well together, but at the same time, because of his overness, we had to protect Sammy Guevara. But Sammy obviously won't be staying on Collision, which is why he took the L here to Powerhouse Hobbs. But more stuff way down the line in future episodes between Sammy and of course Roman and some various other talents. I then moved on to the TBS Championship, and this one I thought was going to be really good, but it seems to have flopped a little bit. And it was about that had some great heat and good wrestling as Tony Storm defeated Anna Jay in 13:05 of the fast roll-up, and it gave Tony the 4th defence of the TBS Championship. Anna's getting a little bit stale, which is a shame. We'll need to change that character. But a 75 despite the 80 and 77 performances. We'll look at the dirt sheet and see why that possibly was. I think I made that steal the show, so there you go. The stamina probably cost Anna Jay a good few points there. And Tony Storm, a poor gimmick. That's a shame. We set up though Tony's defence at the Stars Who Shine. That is going to be the TBS Championship on the line, as Tony Storm will defend against the person who came out to stand up to her and basically say, I want that next shot, and that is Mayu Yamashita. So 77, that should be an absolute banger. So we've already, as I say, got 3 matches penciled in. We know about Veronica versus Alana Black for the Women's Championship. We know about the Tag Champs on the line, and then we'll have the TBS. So you'll have all the championships on the line, and we'll have some kind of special matches between some good talents. And we then had a match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. So obviously we spoke about Roman being involved in stuff, while Moxley and Tyler Black have been running amok, hitting various AEW originals, and in this case they were after the Lucha Bros and the Tag Team Championships. So this one had superb wrestling and great heat, and it was Jon Moxley and Tyler Black who defeated the Lucha Bros in 1811 as Moxley pinned Rey Fenix with a Death Rider, meaning Moxley and Tyler Black are your new Tag Team Champions. This one had a 90, it probably could have been a 92 or 93 if it wasn't for the lack of psychology, but they went through the Briscoes, went through various other tag teams, and now they're going to reign at the top as the AEW World Tag Champions. Then after this we have the Freedom Celebrating, Tyler Black, Jon Moxley and Roman Inoue. 78 was just to really put over the trio there. Before MJF comes out and he says he's sick and tired of Roman taking all the spotlight, MJF won the title. Roman took that all the spotlight away from there. MJF lost the championship to Santana. That was because of Roman. He wants his hands on Roman, and Roman says, I don't fight for free. Got to make it worth my while. You need to get on my level. I'm not going to face you at the end of the month. I'm not going to face you at the draft show. Revolution, you jump through the hoops, you can try and get to me, try and make me break, see what happens, but until then, I don't even consider you close to my level. So I think you see where we're going, but it's all about the journey to get there. So MJF and Roman give us another 100 rated segment. Then Hype Up, which is a little video package for Verona and Elena, just basically saying, this matchup is coming up, it's going to be our main event of the all-women's event. Can the streak be ended? I think it's at 97 at the moment, so we have to basically Veronica have 2 matches. Is Elena going to be number 100, or will she be the one in 99 and 1? And that is 81 for that. We then hype up our main event, which has not got a great rating there with a 67, but it documents basically Santana getting that lucky win thanks to Roman Inoue, and now becoming the AEW World Champion. Takeshita winning a number 1 contenders match to face Santana. They've had history before, they had an absolute banger before, but can they deliver again here with a World Championship on the line? So here we go, Santana versus Takeshita. Who is going to come out of Romance is Dead as World Champion? And it was only in 84. Oh, gotten. Generally, the last time these two battled, they did in 95. But I think that's because I made it less than 15 minutes and I made it a wild brawl, and both had a good brawling start. But yeah, superb wrestling and great heat. Santana did defeat Konosuke Takeshita in 21:33 while using the ropes for leverage as he makes the first defence of the belt. In 96 for Takeshita, Santana only brings a 79, which is disappointing. Look here, big penalty there because he's going through a weight change, because he's pop capped at the moment at 79. So I feel like if we can work on that, that'll obviously affect his star quality and can maybe help him break through a few points into his pop cap, maybe take him to the 80s. But I do feel with Santana, very similar to Jack Perry, it's like I want to give him the belt, I want to give AEW previous mid-carders a chance at a higher level, but pop caps are going to really hurt them. So he wins here, but I think you can tell with a few people chasing him down, this may be a shorter title reign than expected. So I think with 84 and 100s we've had, I think we'll maybe look at an 89 for a final show score. Oh well, maybe not then, 94. Gotta love not pop caps, all the boosts you get for putting in. You got all that much money, you're getting the celebs, etc. So I think that's definitely helped. We did have a lot of good matches down the show, the co-main event being Strong by 90. Bullet Club Elite as well with 89, and of course the opener scoring a 91. But you look at it as well, you had the segment there 100, and we also had the MGF Anoa'i segment scored 100. So it's really good in that regard, but yeah, not the greatest start to Santana's reign. But we come out with this one, we have new World Tag Team Champions, and yeah, we should be in a good place. So thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed it. If you could leave a thumbs up, any comments I'd deeply appreciate it. Let me know how you're getting on, if you're still playing TW way down the line, over 3 years since it came out. But yeah, looking forward to this women's show. You'll see, as I say, Julia in action for the Queen of AEW Championship. You're going to see Toni Storm, Mayu Yamashita. You're going to see Elena Black versus Veronica for the AEW Women's World Championship. And of course, you're going to see Priscilla Kelly and JC take on Bayley Rose and Becky Quinn for the AEW World Tag titles. Jamie Hayter will defend the Shine Championship as well. And yeah, we'll try and make as many class matches as we can in a very strong women's division, since we've practically raided the full of WWE. So take it easy, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.